Marines. Didn't even lose a single Mutalisk. You're going to take out the tank. Should probably take out this tank too, but no. Looks like Mutalisks are the only ones left out of that battle. 8 Mutalisks. Lost 4 Mutalisks in that entire battle right there, which is, I'd say Not in Time came out behind in that, because if you see here, there's still a good handful of Marines and tanks, but looks like that Reaper died too. Oh, poor Reaper. But the medevacs are now coming, so this creates a good window for Not in Time to, or for Lag to attack. As I say that though, a bunch of Zerglings just got done hatching, so never mind. And so it looks like Lag is just going to start establishing a slow push right here, those tank lines. He needs more tanks though. The 3 is not going to cut it. 4th is being established for both of our players here. And Armory is coming up for Lag, which is good. He's going to start needing to get those Thors out if he wants to combat those Mutalisks. Also level 2 Flyer Attack coming up for Lag, or for Not in Time. And an Infestation Pit is just about to finish. There it is. Now, looks like we have a second Macro Hatchery coming up for Not in Time. He is just really on top of knowing how much hatcheries he can support. So with the Link Baneling Mutalisk composition, really your only high cost unit is a Mutalisk, or possibly the Banelings. Infestors if you decide to support that, but with 4 bases that's going to be easily supported from Not in Time. Now Lag, he does not have as much as he should. He needs to be making more tanks and more Marines. I feel he does have 2 factories, but this one's on a reactor. He's not even making Hellions anymore, so I believe that if he wants to get more tanks, he should probably switch this out for a tech factory. But no, he's sticking with it. And Pathogen Gland's just about to finish any time now. We do not have any Infestors on the way, interesting enough. Hellions coming up here. Gonna try, on this drop here, gonna try and take out that mineral line. Balin's coming up. And also these Hellions gonna try and take out this hatchery as well. Looks like the army of Not in Time is nowhere near being able to counteract it, so this hatchery is probably going to fall. At the same time, we have a push here from Lag with tanks. This is very good. He's trying to spread out Not in Time. All those Marines, or most of those Marines, being taken out by Banelings. Now, interesting enough, there are Marauders in this army composition, which I don't know if I agree with. There's Vikings right there, but there's only 3 Vikings against a lot of Mutalisks. How much Mutalisks? There are 17 Mutalisks right there. Here comes the roll. All these Zerglings are just going to roll over those tanks, completely destroy them. Only 1 tank is left and a handful of Hellions right there. This murder of Mutalisks is just getting ridiculous amounts of kills. We got 1, or we have 1 with 5, 1 with 4, 1 with 1. What else is there? 1 with 8 actually. That's pretty good. So yeah, it looks like this level 2 flyer attack is really paying off for Not in Time. And I'm going to try and engage with these Marines. He's done to the point where the Marines don't really matter. Of course, as I said, it looks like his Mutalisks are melting quite a bit. Hopefully take out this tank right here. You want to take out as much tanks as you can as a Zerg player. And a planetary fortress is being established right down here. Looks like this hatch lived to tell another tale. And that medevac is just scouting out. He sees what's coming out of there. Hive is on its way for Not in Time. So it looks like we're going to start getting in those really top tier units like Ultralisks and Broodlords. Possibly. Interesting enough, there has been no what do you call those, Infestors made by Not in Time, so that's very interesting. I find it because, you know, he did get the Pathogen Glands upgrade, as well as the Infestation Pit, I suppose, and not an Infestor was made, which is very odd. I find Infestors are a very powerful unit. You should make them whenever you can. Looks like this expansion was taken out by Not in Time, possibly with the Mutalisk count. I must have missed that, forgive me. And here we have a lot of Banelings and a lot of Zerglings. A lot of Banelings being morphed right here. Let's see here, that's 12 on production as well as an additional 10, so yeah. Level 2 melee and carapace coming up for our Zerg player. Hive is just about to finish. Another extractor here coming up. Looks like with the amount of gas that Not in Time is trying to get, possibly going to go into Broodlords. Yes, the Greater Spire is on its way right now, so Broodlords is going to be a huge possibility. Well, it's not going to be a possibility, it's going to be a truth. And Mule's chasing down Hellions. Only 1 bunker to defend Lag. He does have 1 back here, but it is pretty in the back. It is farther in the back, and it looks like we have level 2 vehicle weapons upgrades coming out. Thor on its way as well. This Thor, I feel, should have come out a lot sooner than it was, considering the amount of Mulisks that Not-in-Time has. Excuse me, I have to cough really badly. There we go. There was a tickle in my throat, and I had to do that because, well, like I said, I don't know if I mentioned, but I am suffering a little bit from a cold here. So, looks like all these Mulisks are coming in. You're gonna try and take out as much SCVs as you can. There's so much Mulisk, this missile turret does not even matter. And SCVs going down. If we look, 33 SCVs have been killed by Not-in-Time. And gonna try and probably take out that expansion. Looks like these Hellions trying to get a good angle with the Balines and Zerglings, but there's just too much to really matter anymore. As well as there's way too many Mulisks to really care about these Vikings. Once the Thors start coming out and getting in, they're going to be doing some huge damage, but, you know, just a magic box on this Thor right here, and it is just going to be ridiculous. Another Thor is on its way, as well as a Raven. Interesting choice with the Raven. Hunter Seeker Missile could be a very good utilization right now, especially with this amount of Mutilisks. And it looks like this Planetary Fortress is thoroughly screwed. It is going to go down very quick, not even a kill on it, very, very sad. 4 Infestors on its way, as well as 6 Corruptors. Looks like those Brood Lords are going to start being produced. Lings and Balins going to try to get an angle on these Marines, but unfortunately not. 5th base coming down here for Not-in-Time, so more economy, I suppose I'm going to say, but there is a huge amount of minerals saved up for Not-in-Time. He's sitting on 4,000 minerals, as well as 100 gas, so his gas isn't as high as his minerals, but then considering he also got 4 Infestors, I'm sorry, that there was a sound there that I was hearing, it sounded disgusting. So 4 Infestors and 5 Brood Lords, it's a very gas heavy thing right there, and the the Bro Lords are just about to finish, or just did finish, so we possibly are going to see a push here. There's the Mulisk going to focus down this orbital command. No, they're not. And this Raven is doing actually nothing. Interesting enough, no, all it did was die. No Hunter Seeker Missile was created, so I feel that wasn't fully utilized. That Raven was as fully utilized as it could have been. This SCV, don't even know what he's doing. He probably doesn't like what he's doing. And if we see here, he probably saw a lot of Brood Lords and Infestors, which is probably what he does not want to see. As we can see, there's 1 more Brood Lord in production, so it's going to be a total of 6 Brood Lords, I suppose, before the push out. 10 Corruptors are on their way. Not-in-Time is completely maxed out here. Lag, however, is at 130. This is nowhere near where you want to be unless you have really good units or really good micro. And these mules just sharking around. They're trying to keep the Terran army essentially right over here so he can push in fairly safely. Another Raven, interesting enough, is coming out. We get no Hunter Seeker Missile, so yeah, I don't know why he's making those Ravens. I suppose the auto turrets do a good amount of damage. And more Balins have just been morphed. I'm curious to see how much Balins. They have 50 Balins right there, everything. So that plus this equals total annihilation, complete destruction. So I wouldn't be surprised to see a push out here from Not-in-Time. He has a lot of Corruptors as well, possibly going to counteract any sort of Vikings, which is really good. If you're going to go Brood Lords, make sure you have some Corruptors to protect them against Vikings if you're playing up ZVT. And it looks like the Brood Lords are indeed going to push out here. And all I can say is that this missile turret right there is thoroughly screwed, as well as this Hellion. Looks like the push out from everything else except for the Balins. Here comes the Infestors. And there goes that missile turret really fast. The Vikings are finally going to start engaging, but there's a lot of Corruptors. Good bundle goes coming up on these Ravens and Marines. He needs to focus on these Vikings. Really good micro here coming from Lag, as well as Not-in-Time. So good. Oh, that is a great bundle growth right there on almost all of the Vikings. Going to be able to stop them so that the Corruptors can take them out. Now they're going to focus down on the medevacs. These Brood Lords are just having a heyday, as you can see. Everyone has at least 2 kills, 3 for 1. And all these Balins coming in. That Thor is a very lucky Thor until now. And all of these Balins just probably going to go for the production facility, take out that bunker. And what are these Balins going to do? They are going to roll around, take out a Hellion. Another Brood Lord is being morphed right there. Going to take out that Thor fairly soon, as well as a barracks, provided does not get repaired right there. That is going to fall. This Thor, surprisingly, 18 kills on this Thor. Hero Thor right there. 3 Broodlords are left, and Lag has left the game. There's a phone going off right now, and I am not going to answer it because I don't want to talk to my sister right now. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this game as much as I enjoyed casting it. Again, these Not in Time is from Team Envy. You can check them out at teamenvy.net. My name is Nerdcraft. That's it. I am out.